Hello, villagers. It's Arnie. How are you doing? Good to have you all here. I am here to do the daily dose of Disney. It is my daily show here on Pepper Tree Villa. I certainly hope that you're all having a good day. Just setting myself up here. Got a bit of a late start, so my apologies as I set up. It's just a matter of getting a little connection here with my my iPad. So apologies on that. How are you doing? It's good to have you here. Mike Wheeler, Zach, Pam, wonderful. I am just trying to get this all set up here so that I can actually see something here. Apologies. Okay. Good, I can see the stream now, so apologies for that. Hello, Captain Akron, good to see you. Pearl Manhattan, good to have you here. Zachary, nice to see you. Disney World Freak, Lena, Paper, Scissors, and Vacations, oh my, good to have you here. Thank you so much. It's December 3rd, 2019, so it's time for your Daily Dose of Disney. Hello, Fantasmic Chronicles. Tony, hope you're doing great. It is good to see everyone here. It's been an interesting day around here. Nothing really difficult or surprising, but just a different way of doing things at times. So that doesn't really matter because what matters here is the daily dose. Hope you're all having a good day. Let's go ahead and get started. It is December 3rd, 2019, and it is your daily dose. And right now I have let's go back to 1948. According to my list here, oh, hi, Amy. Thank you for being here. Did I just see Dole Whip Dad join? Hey. Good to see you, Jeff. Thanks for being here. Good to have you. This day in Disney history, 1948, Disney's Mickey Mouse cartoon. This is one of his most famous cartoons, at least one that I really remember. Mickey and the Seal. A little seal follows him home from the zoo, and Pluto winds up finding about him, and the seal has some fun in the bathtub. Mickey's trying to take a bath, and Pluto's getting very frustrated about seeing the seal there as well. Of course, Pluto always does that, so he gets frustrated about almost anything. Let's move forward quite a bit. There really wasn't much here, so let's go ahead and say 1980. On this day in 1980, December 3rd, a groundbreaking ceremony took place. Now, Epcot was already under construction by this time, so the groundbreaking was actually Tokyo. During this time, the Oriental Land Company was really persuasive with Disney. They really wanted a theme park, and at first they said no, and then they finally said, let's have a meeting. And so that meeting ended up being Disney saying, okay, this is how we want it. This is how you're going to do that. The Loco Tinocos. Hey there. Good to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Good to have you here. So, Tokyo. They have this meeting with, Disney has a meeting with the Oriental Land Company, and they have no idea of, of what's going to happen here because Disney says, this is what we want. We want you to do this, this, this. You have access to this, this, and this. These are our plans. These are our demands. This is what we expect, or we're walking away. And the team from Japan said, okay, we agree. And everything was done. And suddenly, Tokyo Disneyland was on path to be built. And today was the groundbreaking ceremony, as well as a site dedication. And of course, Tokyo Disneyland opened on April 15th, 1983. So considering that they broke ground, just a little over 2 years. It only took them a little over 2 years to build Tokyo Disneyland. That's rather impressive. And it was all this particular, it was actually a Shinto purification ceremony that they had. So that's what the notes that I have said. So that's pretty cool. Very cool. R. Johns, hello there. Good to have you. I also have 1985 listed here in my notes. 1985, you saw my Instagram maybe you saw my Twitter, you saw the thumbnail for this video. It was a picture of Dumbo, and that's because on this day, Dumbo became the third movie of the Walt Disney Classics collection to be released on video. Yeah, not many films had been released, so Dumbo in 1985 was the third. They were really reluctant to do it at first, but when they saw the success of the movies coming out this way and the revenue stream that it created, they moved forward quickly with it and released a lot of the cartoons within the Classics collection. We have in 1993, this is a sad one. I only cover the deaths and births of very significant individuals within the realm of Disney, and in this case, this one was very significant. Donna Jaworski, thank you for joining. Donna, I saw some pictures of cookies that you've been baking, and I'll tell you, it is one fantastic line of pictures. The thumbprint cookies looks delicious. The peanut blossoms looked fantastic. Donna, you know what? We would have fun baking cookies in the kitchen together. Doug and I would love to have you there sometime just baking together. It's a lot of fun. So let me get back to this. 1993, on this day, because I don't cover births and deaths unless they're very significant, on this day, Disney legend Joe Fowler, he was a retired U.S. Navy admiral. He passed away on this day, 1993, in Orlando. He'd been retired from the Disney company for, at that point, up to 15 years, but he died at the age of 99. So he worked into his 80s for Disney, so that's significant. He was really a significant person in the history of Disney because he oversaw the construction of both Disneyland as well as Walt Disney World. So he worked for Walt and he also worked for Roy. In this case, they really worked hard. At Disneyland, you will see across the river from the Haunted Mansion, there's a little area called Fowler's Harbor, and that's a namesake for Admiral Fowler. And then in Florida, you'll also see his name on the Seven Seas Lagoon. How is that possible? It's the name of a boat that transports people from the TTC to Magic Kingdom. Now, the boat that was renamed the Admiral Joe Fowler was originally called the Magic Kingdom, but it made more sense to dedicate the boat in honor of Admiral Joe. So he died on this day in 1993 at the age of 99. Nice, very long life. Let's move down forward. Now, I talk about DVDs and VHS releases and things like that, and only because I'm a videophile, a huge collection. Doug and I, well, Doug knows about my collection. I have probably close to 900 titles in my library. I don't have them all on display. I keep them all in these little binders, but I have the whole thing organized. But anyway, yeah, 900 titles of television shows and movies on DVD and Blu-ray. And one of those collections that I have is the one I'm just about to mention. In 2002, the Disney company started releasing these things called Walt Disney Treasures. And they came in these like aluminum tin boxes, about so big, as the size of a videotape jewel box. So it would just go right in that tin, pop up the tin, and you've got the video collection in there. And on this day, they released 4 sets, but specifically this one, Mickey Mouse in black and white. It was a 2-disc DVD set. They had 34 of the original cartoons, including Steamboat Willie, Mickey's Service Station, Plane Crazy, Galloping Gaucho, those kinds of cartoons, all from that. And the thing is that they also released on the day Goofy, the complete collection, and Behind the Scenes at the Walt Disney Studio. They did a series of these over several years. Doug and I stopped collecting them in 2008 when we bought the house, but that was also, I believe, the last year that they released tins like that. Interesting little side note, Doug and I were both buying them at that time. We had a duplicate set, so Doug decided, you know what, we only need 1 set if we have this house. I don't need a set, you don't need a set as well, so let's just have 1 set that we can share. And he went ahead and sold the other one on eBay, made enough money that he was able to buy annual passes for Disneyland that year. So that was significant. So just a bit of trivia there. Lena, oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Everyone, please keep Lena in your prayers at this time. Put hearts in the chat right now. That is tragic news, Lena. I am so sorry. I'll make mention of that as well later on. So, but Lena, thank you for bringing that to our attention. We are going to be sending prayers your way. So thank you so much, Lena. So sorry, Lena. Let me go ahead and finish off the daily dose here. I have one more thing that was here, and that was in 2011. Actor Gary Sinise hosted a candlelight procession, not at Epcot, but at Disneyland. At Disneyland, they only do it 4 times every year, and it's only usually just 1 star. They perform it twice in a night, both on Saturday and on Sunday. The candlelight processional was organized by Walt way back in the 50s, and it continues on today. So it's a regular tradition at Disneyland in Town Square. They moved it to the Fantasyland Theater for a little while, but it is now back on Main Street where it belongs in Town Square. It is a beautiful ceremony, very solemn, and to see the people, they actually parade all the way down. The processional really does process down Main Street at Disneyland. It is a beautiful service, actually, is what it is. It ends up being a service. It's just beautiful. But yeah, Gary Sinise did that in 2011, complete with full orchestra, handbell ringers, and trumpeters that stand on top of the train station and play their trumpets. It's very solemn. It's a beautiful ceremony. That is all I have for the Daily Dose right now, for history. I'd also like to thank my support channels, 2 Real Geeks, D&G Explorers, and Rob Fuzz. For the record, 2 Real Geeks has just started an Instagram account. So if you're on Instagram, please go ahead and check it out. I'm sure they would be very happy to see your support on their Instagram. He said he finally gave in and decided to go ahead and start posting pictures. So that is tonight on, that's rather not tonight, but on Instagram. Danny's channel, 2 Real Geeks, he and Jess have a new Instagram account. So it's very cool. Just search for 2_real_geeks and you'll find them. Ben and I are already following them too, so you can find them that way as well. Tonight on the Disney YouTube network, starting at 7 p.m. I'm very excited about this. I will most likely be listening on my way home as I drive home from work tonight, and that's to More Sunshine Please. Jim at More Sunshine Please is actually going to be on an hour earlier than normal. He is going to be on at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, and it's going to be an open house for 5 Foolish Mortals. Ben said that he would be joining the chat as soon as he can be online because, well, it's kind of hard for him to do it at 4, being that he's still at the office at that time. So he will do his best to be there as early as possible. But everyone, go join Jim of More Sunshine Please as he celebrates with 5 Foolish Mortals with an open house. And when you do, please tell him that PTV says season's greetings. Appreciate that. Oh, Mike Wheeler, I hope that's, yes, thank you so much for posting the link, Mike. Thank you very much. Jonathan, thank you for joining. It's good to have you here. Everyone, I'd just like you also, just remember Lena at this time with paper, scissors, and vacations. Oh my. It's a very sad time for her. It's going to be very difficult as she faces the death of her brother today. I'm so sorry, Lena. But everyone, thank you so much for being here and being so supportive of our community. I'm sure Lena just covets your prayers at this time as well. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and get back to my desk so I can finish off my day here at work. Corey is also going to be live at 6:30 tonight from Magic Kingdom for the Christmas party. Oh, good. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. So everyone, just keep Lena in your thoughts and prayers, and send her a message. Let her know that everyone is thinking of her. And I will talk with you all later. I'll be here tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. Rob Fuzz, one of my support channels. Thank you for being here. Just wrapping things up here, Rob. So everyone, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Rob. Just go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and rewind it. Thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow with another episode of the Daily Dose of Disney. In the meantime, I've been Arnie, and you've been watching Pepper Tree Villa, and this is PTV3D. Everyone, have a magical evening. There's a lot to see tonight on YouTube. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, everyone. Mr. Johnson in the control tower, thank you so much for joining. Good to have you here. And by the way, if you haven't done it yet, please hit that like button on your way out as we close this show. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, everyone. Bye.